her boy.
All right, Jammers, welcome back to Jam. Today we're going to be watching Birds of Prey and talking about it. Like, comment, subscribe, let us know what you think. It's me, Jason, and it's Mandy, and it's Adrian, and here we go. Opening
Warner Brother
credits.
Pictures. Can I say that?
I guess
Find out.
I guess
It's said
we'll
now,
find out. Then that whole spiel of those.
Hero.
Who are they? The Suicide Squad people?
No,
No.
that's just
Oh, is that all just
of DC.
DC? Gotcha. And then the kind of unhappy face.
They say if you want to tell a story right, you gotta start at the beginning. And it's a sperm entering an egg. Classy.
You know.
Classy.
And then baby.
Harleen Quinzel. So I really had high hopes for this movie when it
Yeah.
started like this, because I was like, okay, we're gonna throw some 2D in with the real actors thing.
Oh, no, that would have been neat if they had switched back and forth like that.
Yeah, but this is the only time we get to see this, and it's to poorly tell her backstory, because they really just sort of wish-wash her entire life into heartbreaks and school, but we do get to see that she's canonically bisexual, which does make me happy.
So right now she's falling in love with Joker.
And she falls into the pit, and then she's Harley Quinn. Her entire background summed up into a
Couple seconds.
couple of seconds.
Couple minutes. Done.
But it's like the worst parts of her background.
Oh, of course.
Passingly mentioned that she has, a doctorate degree.
Yes, very passively.
Shows Joker breaking up with her.
And then the story starts at her having her heart broken. So I particularly hate this.
So my problem is, for such a strong female character, they have her just falling apart over a guy. I mean, I get that she's just so super in love with Joker, but come on.
Well, and that's what I don't like about it, is because, so everyone that knows Harley Quinn and Joker knows that their relationship is grooming and psychological manipulation.
Right.
And I don't know. I feel like they missed an opportunity to make a strong female lead and just made this a crazy woman falling apart over her lost ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
Pretty much.
And it's gross.
I mean, that's all it turns out to be. Even though they've broken up several times before this and gotten back together.
And then her deciding that she's not going to get back together with him is not empowering. It's her listening to her friends make fun of her, and then all of a sudden she decides she actually doesn't want to go back. When I'm pretty sure if we take at a face value, they would have told her before, unless they're just that shitty of friends, which I can also believe. But
Yeah. It shows her getting into roller derby. I mean, because women empowerment, right?
yeah, and adopting a hyena. I did like that touch. I have a love-hate with this movie because it's mostly bad, but there were some touches in it that could have been good had they written it well.
If only they had written it well.
Ah, yes. Self-destruction, shot after shot after shot. Let's go! I do like the leg-breaking scene. I don't necessarily like the whole she's allowed to do whatever she wants and gets away with it because of the Joker thing, because I think even in instances like this, if you're really, that close to your ex-lover, the first thing that they would ask is, where's the Joker?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You're here
Well,
alone.
It also implies that her only power was came from the
having him.
Joker.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everything she's done up to this point has meant nothing. It's all just because of the Joker.
Which, as soon as they saw her alone, would have been a giant red flag, unless she came there alone often when with him. But judging by how controlling their relationship was, I highly, highly doubt this.
No, very true.
sleazy villain talking to Harley Quinn.
Of course. I mean, why would they not have a sleazy villain in this movie?
Okay, so I think this villain and his partner in crime are the best part of this movie for me because they get stupid weird, like uncomfortably weird.
Yes. It gets awkward. And then this is
More
trying
self-destruction.
to cover her true feelings about losing Joker and all that stuff with alcohol and drugs.
You know, how everyone does it.
Pretty much.
Go to therapy. I will say how this movie jumps around chronologically like it does. We haven't gotten there yet, but it's bad. It's really bad.
So here's where she sees her friend, or hears her friends talking about her.
She's still wearing the J necklace and she's gonna keep it on until she snaps.
No, until he snaps his fingers and runs right back to him.
Oh, back to the Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just a puppet.
So she makes a scene and slams drinks on the ground and runs off.
Somehow ends up with another drink.
Even though she didn't. Okay, so I didn't notice that the last time. How does she have another? She just slam it on the ground, is like, fuck it, goes back in, orders another drink, walks out with it.
So she's thinking about how she ended up, basically throwing her life away for Joker. And she gets into a semi and decides to
Because
ram it into the
Chemical
plants.
factory.
Yeah.
Where she and Joker fell into the pit of chemicals.
No.
And because this is, I mean, I guess to a crazy person, this is absolutely empowering in the moment. They really do a good point at highlighting that she's crazy. They don't do a good point at highlighting that she's also smart. And then, the entire chemical plant goes up, and then we hear nothing else of this because toxins in the air wouldn't cause any problems at all.
No.
You just got them.
There wouldn't be a massive fire that goes on for days, chemical burns, nothing in the news of it, just...
Well, let's talk about how lucky she is to have gotten an 18-wheeler truck that's actually automatic.
Oh, I know nothing about trucks. Tell me, lay it down.
But most trucks are standard with like 18 gears or something stupid. You got to shift all the time in order to get going.
Well, and she jumped out of it that far behind where when she jumped out and it blew up, it didn't
slow down
give
at
any
all.
blowback toward her.
Oh, absolutely. Don't worry about that. She was playing bowling with an 18-wheeler.
And then the entire thing lights up in fireworks.
So now we have a detective
Hollywood.
Yes, of course.
going over a murder thing.
It leads in a very particular way. It's trying to tell you that the dude is actually the boss of the situation, but then it switches to her. And I like how they do that. That's a good play. But then they make all the female characters in this show not great. So
I don't know.
Yes,
Right,
what the
because
word
he
is.
takes all the credit for her detective stuff.
And yes, and she does a good job at shushing him and over-talking him and everything, and then they butcher the rest of their personalities for the rest of the movie, and it's...
And then the murderer.
So how long in the movie is it until we actually get to figure out who this person is? It's like near the damn near end of the movie.
Yes.
And we see this relevant character that is like, I don't know, maybe 5-10 minutes in that never gets fucking named until then.
Right.
Right.
And you don't know why she is killing these people.
Like, do they think that's a plot twist? Like, we know her device,
Yeah.
but we don't get to know her name till the end. Like, is that... Is that shocking in media? I don't know. Like,
I guess that's the level of mystery behind it.
Like, fucking...
You're not supposed to know who this character is.
But we're going to show their entire background and so that I just...
But you know
it's a she because of a hair.
Oh, absolutely.
Because of the hair. We know that's a woman's hair.
Damn Skippy.
God damn it.
And
Because she uses woman's conditioner.
And then they hear the explosion and run down or drive down to where the plant had exploded. Oh, because it jumped back to 4 minutes.
But I like this. I like this. So they're at a crime scene. They hear an explosion go off, and when they get there, the fire trucks are already there, set up, like the big ones with the extension legs and stuff.
They were ready.
Like, they were
ready to pour in.
Yeah.
They just poof.
These cops are that close that they can get there, like you were saying. But the fire trucks, look at it. The fire trucks had been there before they even got there. Like, the explosion happened, and the fire trucks just were there.
All right, now we got the bad guy going in to some people that are hanging upside down.
I hate this scene, and I hate this scene because this scene is actually good. They set it up perfectly. As you follow the scene, spoiler alert, if you're watching this, you should have already watched the movie, so spoiler alert anyways. He almost saves the last person, but instead is like disgusted by them and has them cut off the face. And they did a good point of dragging it out to where I thought the last person would maybe be spared. And they did it anyways. And that is particularly fucked up.
But yeah, so now they're cutting off faces.
Like, they did a really good job at highlighting just how fucked the villains are.
Well, I think the second in command or the partner or whatever is more fucked up than the actual bad guy.
Right, the right hand lieutenant person or whatever.
Yeah, it's just kind of going along with the crazy ass second in command.
I mean, he wants the world, and the second in command is literally willing to do literally whatever it takes to get him there. So they work together in that way.
My only problem with this part here is that this person's been hanging upside down, crying, but when then the bad guy lifts this person up, the tears have been going down the cheek toward the mouth.
Okay, yes, but he basically killed the last person because they had a snot bubble.
Yeah.
Right.
And it disgusted him. And then he walks off and
Can you have a
turn and...
Can you have a snot bubble if you're hanging upside down?
Yes.
Well,
you can have a snot bubble if you're hanging
air
upside
out of
down.
your nose, so...
Now, realistically, having a villain that's not okay with snot bubbles, but is okay with seeing blood and guts all over the place, I think that's a bit of a
Cutting
Yeah, she's
someone's
just watching
face
people
off.
cook, so...
No, this is a food fetish thing.
Yeah.
So, for whatever reason, girls that really, really are in love with food and look at food like it's literally a sex object is trendy in America right now.
Yes, apparently. My question is, what has happened to her, Harley Quinn, between blowing up the plant and now it's daytime and she's getting breakfast? There's hours that are just missing.
Who gives a shit? I mean, because her character is a caricature.
And now it's food orgy time.
Time to have a chase scene with this food sandwich.
I mean, I love food, absolutely, but I mean this is a little played out. The whole food-gasm stuff.
So we're entering a scene that is just the giant. She's missing a fucking shoe.
Oh, yeah, I mean, she's completely missing a shoe.
She got sequin socks.
She's missing the shoe because she's somehow stuck in between the gas pedal and the side.
One consistent plot point.
Yeah.
The cop. The detective that was working that murder knew it was her and showed up and
somehow
was chasing her because she caught her.
Not somehow. Okay, so we missed it. She ended up picking up the...
Oh my god.
She ended up picking up the J necklace.
And then had to be like, that's only one person.
Yeah.
This bitch.
So now she's following her with the gun
Harley
out.
Quinn.
And we're we're supposed to believe that Harley Quinn is this person with so many enemies, but she's such a bad bitch that she's able to outrun everyone that is her enemy.
Yeah, and
that's
she just
also a bit of a
stops
stretch.
and gets a bag.
Because that's
it's
okay.
nothing, and then just takes off running again.
Because she had that much time.
Right?
Because the gods of Hollywood blessed her.
Yes.
And this person hates her.
Well, yeah, that's the one that she broke her nose in the road.
Yeah, no, it tells us. It makes sure to highlight every part of why
do the people hate her.
And some of them are extremely
Comes up
stupid.
on this other person that she killed the brother of this person.
Fuck your rapey brother, dude.
The brother was rapey. He really gave off rapey vibes. So I mean, touche.
Rapey.
But you know, that one person's going to defend their rapey brother. I mean, it happens a lot, really. This is pretty realistic.
I mean, she's kind of slowly walking off now because, you know, she pulls out her sandwich.
Because she's trying to fuck her sandwich.
She broke the guy's leg. She broke. Pulls a gun out on her.
Minor injury. That's kind of funny. They did that on purpose.
And then the cop hits her and knocks her sandwich off.
And it's the end of the world.
Upset about her sandwich being knocked out of her hand and she can't eat it now.
Don't we ever hear about the sandwich only one other time in the course of this movie?
Yeah.
I believe so.
God.
But they pay
and it's
so close attention to the sandwich. It's almost like the sandwich is a character of its own.
Is the sandwich a metaphor for the Joker?
I don't know.
Is that what it is? Maybe.
She throws a bag of trash at the detective.
The detective manages to shoot the person in the van.
Jumps up on
the cop is so
van runs into the guy in the wheelchair.
Clumsy?
The cop is so fucking stupid that Harley Quinn can bend down, pick up a trash bag, throw said trash bag at the cop before the cop does anything.
She runs into the guy whose brother she killed. No,
different person.
She tattooed this guy's face.
With the Joker.
Yeah, with the Joker.
You know, with as creepy as they have made some of the characters in here, I am surprised that less men have tried to rape her.
Yeah.
With the direction that this person likes to take some of the scenes, I'm honestly impressed. Like, good on you, because that seems to be where a lot of your mind is. Not being with someone anymore means you're allowed to get out of responsibility.
That's right.
Yeah, he is going after her because she is not with the Joker anymore. Now this person,
with a crowbar.
Yeah.
And then convenience.
The guy, the
three question marks. We'll call her 3 question marks. Harley Quinn thinks she's after her, but she's not. She's just after mafia people to try to murder them on the way because of a trauma in her pastime.
So
and she's always conveniently at the correct place.
And she's got to figure out this mess now. Oh, this is where she gets taken in, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Not by the detective, but by the other bad guy.
By the villain, yeah. Because the villains are better well trained than the detective.
In and they're talking about how old she is and all of that, you know, because that's relevant.
This 14-year-old's just chilling in the fucking police department.
Well, she was taken in because she got caught stealing things.
And this happens every week, so they know each other.
Yes.
Not like she wouldn't be in, a juvenile help center by now, but,
no, of course not.
It's Gotham. Who cares?
So she takes her concerns to the captain.
This entire scene, she's wearing this shirt. And it says, I shaved my balls for this. And this is not acknowledged through the entire scene and is somehow seen as okay in a professional setting, which I haven't worked with the police before, but I feel like I would be called out immediately and told to go home and change.
I assume so. I can't imagine that
this is fine.
Any place would be okay with it. Especially you're talking to the chief of police or the captain or whoever that person is.
Like, it's okay to wear your casual wear to work. I don't know. She off shift? Is that why this is okay?
No, she smelled like shit from the garbage, so she went and got clothes from the Lost and Found. So they're talking about a family now that was murdered because they had a diamond with a lot of information inside the diamond or something like that.
Oh, that's right.
Because why
Offshore
not?
bank accounts.
And but the diamond was lost, and then now it apparently was found and it's coming in through a shipment.
I'm not sure you can do that to a diamond, but
I
if you
don't
can,
know.
let me know. I feel like that's a bit of a
So
stretch.
she's trying to get the other people to listen to her about the bad guy, but they're not listening to her.
No, basic police talk, I would assume.
See, there are parts of the movie that get serious and are actually pretty decent, and then it rounds around to what it is sometimes and just fucks it all. I don't have any complaints for the scene other than that shirt.
Right.
And I feel like that is also a stretch because even if you went into get a different shirt to smell professional, you wouldn't pick that shirt.
Well, if it was the only one in there, I guess. I don't know. But you're all right. I mean, they're trying to go.
Turn it
There's a
inside
certain
out.
theme to this, which
Yeah.
is raunchy humor or whatever, and
And the raunchy humor is great when it's done right.
When it's done right.
right. So she's getting a call from her spy.
Or informant.
This informant never gets caught until the very, very end of the movie, and I really wonder how she's doing that. Because
Yeah, she's been perfect in hiding that she's an informant from these people.
she's
until
scared.
She just decides to leave her phone right out in the open.
And here's this
We're
scene.
jumping ahead, so let's stay on scene. So she goes into the police station.
Harley Quinn.
Dressed like an old lady.
What are those called? The guns that shoot the
Non-lethal.
beanbags. Yeah.
Beanbag guns. She's dressed up, probably to
That's
hide
all
from the
she has.
cameras, but then she
Yeah.
takes all of it off because I guess fuck the cameras.
Right, but that's all she has.
And-
And she manages to go through the whole entire police department who have real guns.
She just
and
walks
doesn't get
in.
shot.
And the two dopes
And they-
that are standing there are just
Right,
like,
and the
oh, it's fine.
The cops, instead of, coming up to her or trying to take her out, run away.
No metal detectors in this police station.
Yeah.
And I know you can use glitter as a lethal weapon. This isn't how you do it.
I mean, they're trying to make her seem so badass. Well, that's great.
I'm colorful and also badass.
But doing it this way, this just is stupid.
It's okay because
All the cops are running away from this person that has a
Or
non-lethal
pulling out
weapon.
batons.
and this
To
is
run up to fight someone or whatever that has a gun, non-lethal or not, it's still a gun, instead of pulling out their gun.
listen. If you're black in America, you know this scene is not accurate.
I mean,
Maybe it is accurate though, because it's a white girl.
I think they're going for trying to show how stupid cops are.
I think they're trying to go for how badass Harley Quinn is, and they forget
Yeah,
that a lot of
it's-
cops are really, some of them do want to just fucking kill people and will look for any excuse to pull out their gun, and none of them have, so.
And then she walks into a room full of officers with
It
a
charges this
rifle.
thing up.
And yeah. But we're going back to now because they rewound why she went in there in the first place. And we go back to when she got kidnapped by the bad guy.
Because we couldn't do this in order.
Right. And
I feel it would have made a better story.
she's going through and he's going to kill her because, he is planning on...
So we see the Black Canary singing and dancing, and this is the only form of entertainment that we see her do until, she's eventually hired. This movie jumps all over the place, so I don't remember what's next.
Yeah,
Really.
it goes forward, it goes backwards.
Yeah, it does. But this is going to where he's trying to talk that guy into, joining him, and the guy's like, "Why would I want to do that?" Side note: that is one of the guys that he kills or skins the face off of, or whatever. Later,
Yes,
earlier,
you recognize
the scene
him.
from
Yeah.
Earlier.
Well, that person's over there just waiting for his master to give the word that it is face cutting time. Look at him. He's over there like on edge. Like, yeah, when's the next time I get to kill someone?
Well, I mean, if you really want to cut people's faces off, you're just waiting on that next time to do it. So.
Yes, the scene highlights the character's BPD, narcissism, God complex, all of the things that make villains.
Yeah.
He's a classic villain. Like, I'll give him some props. They did great on this villain. Someone got to write this
McGregor,
villain.
and I don't care what you say about him. He's a really good actor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think whoever this actor is was able to take what should have been a shitty role in this movie and fucking flare.
I think you're right, though. I think one of the best parts about this movie is his portrayal of this bad person.
Which is scary to me, because, like, I wanted Harley Quinn to have some sort of, redemption arc. I mean, I haven't seen the Suicide Squad, but wasn't it 5 minutes in, the Joker wasn't even relevant anymore? And then it was just Harley Quinn and others?
No, Suicide Squad wasn't even Harley Quinn and others. It wasn't the Joker or anything. It was a Deadshot movie.
Okay.
Is exactly what it was.
And they just happened to be there.
Okay.
That whole movie was about Deadshot.
So they tried to do this because everyone was like head over heels of the Joker and Harley Quinn's character designs.
Very little that they showed them.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were like, oh, these character designs are badass. I mean, it blew up everywhere. Everyone was freaking out over the character designs, but...
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that movie, after it was shown, was...
I want to talk about the fact that she hits a note that breaks that glass, because that is not the note that breaks that glass.
No, Mariah Carey can hit the note that breaks the glass. Or she could. I don't know about anymore.
Yes, the villain's fetish is public humiliation. We find that out later, too. Oh, man, I forgot about that fucked up scene.
Because we've gone back a week before she went into the police station, and she's talking to the singer about mercenary.
Also the informant.
And...
Mercenary. Singer lady woman! Because this is how all girls talk when they're drunk.
Yeah. They all come from the valley at that point.
Oh my
god. So she's basically talking to the girl, telling her what a Harley Quinn is. And she's like, it's you're nothing without the person you, what is it?
To serve.
Yeah.
The person you serve or an audience.
So the Joker wasn't just her boyfriend, he was her master, because she was a Harley Quinn. And she's telling Singer that she's a Harley Quinn because her master is the audience.
Like, it does a really good job at portraying someone who has been in an abusive situation, but it does nothing for her redemption of that. Like, it's never actually addressed that she's trying to deal with the fact that she's been abused for X amount of years.
Right.
She just gets seen as like she's clingy, and then it's over, and then she just gets to go on living her best life. Yeah. But
it portrays it as she's nothing without the Joker.
Right, it's not even her best life. She's on drugs and drinking binge to
constantly
hide all the pain and depression and everything else.
Like, it never fully gets addressed. It never is fully resolved. It just goes from her being an object to the Joker and then pretending like she can exist normally without him there, even though the entire first half of the movie is about how she's nothing without him. So
a guy comes over and offers her another drink, and then takes her out to the alleyway and proceeds to try and have his way with her since she's drunk. And the singer comes out.
she's in an alleyway, not classy, man.
So she kind of walks
God.
off.
Like, okay, you're having fun, and then
Yeah.
suddenly she's not having fun.
Then she gets gets a conscience and turns around and goes and helps Harley Quinn out.
Because, you know, that's what everyone does when they see their friends getting raped when they're pissed
They're
drunk,
not
is just walk
friends.
away.
They're not
That's
friends.
true.
They just know each other in the club.
But that's also fucked up.
Yeah.
No, it is. Well, they're trying to kidnap her, and she sees that, and then that's when she goes and helps her.
So the Black Canary is just here like, okay, maybe if they're just trying to snog, whatever. If
Right.
she's drunk, she needs to snog.
If
I
she
guess.
gets raped, it's okay. But the
It's the problem.
kidnapping is the problem.
Oh man, that's too much. Fuck.
She does a bit of, martial arts or how to
Harley,
fight.
because I don't need your help, I got this, and falls over. And I mean, I guess if the character that we want to paint for Harley Quinn is just a egotistic, abused person, then yeah, we painted the
If you
picture.
know the comic, that yes, she is absolutely that.
Abused, depressed, alcoholic, drug addict.
I
Yes.
know the comic where when Joker was out of the picture, Harley Quinn and Ivy were a thing and were happy. So that's the version that I know.
So
Right.
evil guy is looking out his window into the alley to see all of this and sees that the singer
Because-
can fight.
His fancy ass room right here is right above this janky ass alleyway.
Well, the alleyway is right by the club, and he lives over the club.
Oh my god.
So then,
Just the physical contact. You cannot tell me that these two do not fuck.
That's the evil dude in his right hand man.
Yes.
Then Harley Quinn in the car to take her home, and the sidekick, the bad guy's sidekick, walks up and
yeah,
says,
the
"You're
dog.
now the boss's driver."
And everyone knows who the boss is. He's
Who-
very well.
right, and who proceeds to call her his little bird.
I'm feeling super creepy, y'all.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn narrating. Might have even been a better story if Harley Quinn just narrated it all and I didn't have any pictures with it.
Just with the narration.
So the singer's going to her house. The singer's going to her apartment. And lo and behold, her apartment building is the same as the 14-year-old little thief.
Surprise! And they have a heart to heart. It's so touching. Let me guess, your parents
So,
are
yeah, the
yelling at
thief's
each other?
parents are yelling at each other.
foster parents.
Foster parents.
They're
are
fighting because the foster care system is not at all strict in here, and they had no idea that these two wanted to murder each other before they let them adopt.
Right. Well, and the foster father is saying that he wants the girl out of his damn house anyway. So
'Cause she's
that-
Asian.
Great screening on that.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Awesome. So she gives her money to go and get something to eat.
Because all the things that she's pocketed wasn't enough. How does she even live there? How is this kid not in juvenile help?
Why is she not in school?
Why is she not in school?
You know, that's
None of
also a good
None
question.
of the kids had school. This must have been filmed
It's
during
in summer.
summertime.
So she's waiting for the boss.
I think the worst part about this is it's all good actors. It's all a good set. It's really bad
It's a
writing.
Great concept. They just could have done such a better job. We got the detective going to the singer's apartment.
Oh, and they
Where-
know each other because of her mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what ends up being revealed here is...
Right. Well, so the detective had her source was the driver previously, which was, I think, the guy who Harley Quinn broke the legs of.
Right.
And then she gets the driver job, and then the detective finds out, and she goes to her, and she's saying, why are you doing this? This, that, help me out. And she's like, you know what? You fucked my mom over, and so you said you would, be there for me. No one was there for me, and I've had to do everything myself. And tells her to go fuck herself, basically.
Right.
And then, what's the snapback she makes at the end of this whole thing? I want to see it because it was good. It was good. Heart to heart. So I want to know how many writers worked on this because they have some good dialogue and a lot of bad dialogue.
She's telling her, nothing will happen to you on my watch.
That's right.
So we're going back to the boss.
What's his name? Sazaz? I hate it.
No, it's
Not the main villain, the sidekick.
no, I know. What was his name in Gotham?
In Gotham.
Yeah, Zaz. The bald guy. That's basically who that is. The bald guy is the one we liked. That guy we liked because he kept flip flopping. It's like Zaz or something like that.
The bad guy is Black Mask.
No,
No, that's the guy.
God, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
He sees person checking out the decor and goes to talk to her about it because he's into really fucked up shit. The sidekick looks dejected in the scene. I
Yeah.
would just like to point out.
He's not the center of attention, so he's upset.
How dare you try to woo other people with your weird fucked up shit? This was meant for me.
Telling her how they shrunk the heads.
Look, he knows about cultures
Right?
that aren't his. Oh my god. Oh, they're talking about their memories. God. Oh, evidently Harley Quinn can sculpt. I'm not sure when that became a thing, but
Right.
And it doesn't say Harley Quinn bought it. It says Harley Quinn did it. Harley Quinn sculpted a statue of the villain.
He just finds. So the boss finds out that Harley Quinn is no longer with the Joker. So he says, "Bring her to me. She belongs to me."
So creepy.
Right. Harley Quinn is just property.
Yes.
She's gone from the Joker to this new person.
Not a human being at all, capable of making her own
Right. So here's the
decisions.
14-year-old. Oh, so the shipment comes in also, and that's where these two, the sidekick and the driver, go. And so, anyways, they're gonna do like a handoff with the person who has the diamond. However, the 14-year-old little thief is walking around.
Oh, she tries to
and-
pickpocket the canary. Doesn't go well.
Right.
But somehow she managed to pickpocket the person with the diamond. the person that should be paying more attention, the person that has not been characterized as not observant and lazy at any point during this, but this 14-year-old is that good.
Yeah.
Is that good at it.
She walks through and she's just bumping into people and just reaching into people's pockets.
Skipping along.
So she steals the diamond out of the sidekick's pocket.
Which is bullshit.
That he didn't even notice because, I mean...
He would have, because men's pockets are bigger than women's pockets.
And so then
Was he wearing women's pants?
Then the kid gets picked up by the police.
Which doesn't make sense.
The
Listen,
sidekick
because
notices that the diamond's gone. The canary says, wait a minute.
The police
and
wouldn't pull
sees
into a
the
fucking
girl.
sidewalk like that, trying to arrest the fucking 14-year-old.
Right.
This is just not what happens.
They
Oh man,
chase
look
her
what she's
down
doing.
and they say fuck.
She's pickpocketing. Get her in cuffs. Get her in the car. Let's go. Go, go, go.
So the kid's trying to hide the stuff that she's pickpocketed. She finds the diamond. She opens
one
the case of the diamond and
She is pickpocketed. She decides to eat.
she eats it.
The one thing that out of all the things she's ever pickpocketed
Yes.
before, this is the time she eats it. What was it she threw on the table earlier in these scenes? And she didn't eat any of that? I don't...
Yeah, but she...
Or did she?
She
And is-
swallowed the big ass, thing. It was okay. Now Harley Quinn, we're back to the alley where she gets kidnapped by the boss's goons.
Here we go. That time skipping. Fuck. You're trying to explain the movie,
Yeah,
but they should be watching along.
Yeah, you
so.
don't have to narrate it.
I don't know how to do this.
It's okay. If they're not watching along, they're the ones missing out.
Some don't. Some just listen to it.
Oh, well, that's what this
That's
is.
their fucking problem.
All right.
Let's just talk about the spots and stuff. Yeah. No, we're
No,
not
I just the
narrating
jumping
the whole
back
movie.
and forth thing is like you've got to
It
keep up.
is. It's
No,
ridiculous.
absolutely. It is. You
And I don't like all the silence
And
either.
Then you have to
Oh,
keep
fun.
up with the movie that's not good. On top of it. It's like, you're gonna make me play mind tricks and then give me this, why didn't they just say they were gay? This entire movie. They're about to kiss in this scene, y'all. They're so close together. It's so handsy. Look at them, they're in love.
Trying to make him feel better.
Ah! This is bullshit.
I mean, that's how it goes whenever they tell me they fucked up a job.
They get real close to you
Yeah.
and are like
Oh,
a foot away from your
I'm
face.
so sorry. And I'm just sitting there.
Oh my, okay, so whew, this next scene when she's tied to a chair and being interrogated by a room full of men. I've seen this in porn before. Anyways.
It's about to get
Something
real up
tells
in
me
here.
that's not how this ends.
Aw.
It's not how this ends, but it does end in the romanticization of abuse
That's how I
without the
remember how this
gangbang.
ended.
And
I mean, at least make it worth my while.
God. Yes, that asshole. Roman Sionis? Pronounced espresso. Have a vagina. Voted for Bernie. Oh, wow. Okay. What are these things? So, the voted for Bernie was the grievance that he voted for Bernie or that she voted for Bernie?
I think the grievances are what that person has against Harley Quinn.
Okay. Fuck.
But since
I care
Gotham
about your political opinion in a completely,
represents
totally
New
corrupt
York
place.
City and is generally Democratic anyways, it doesn't make sense that somebody's upset that they voted Democrat. It would have made more sense if they said Harley Quinn voted for Trump. And that's why this guy was pissed off.
No.
No, I think when this was being made, it was Bernie and Hillary running again. The Democratic
Nomination?
And this is an old
I don't know
movie.
why that would make a difference, but either way, it's stupid to imply that literal, black market criminals give a shit about your political opinion when they literally do whatever they want.
Right.
They don't care about the law.
They don't care about politics.
Oh, you can be useful? Don't cut her face. She might be useful.
Yeah, just
Because
magic.
that worked before.
Yeah, the one time it worked.
So what did they first pull out of her pocket?
A tampon.
Did they?
Let's throw that
Why
in there.
not?
Wow.
Wow.
Because he doesn't have people in the East End that can also get it back for him?
No.
I don't.
Apparently, he doesn't have anybody that
And
can do what Harley Quinn can do.
This is not deductive to the plot. Because the villain is a sadist. The villain doesn't want other people to kill Harley Quinn and for him to hear about it. He wants to watch it happen. We saw it in the first scene. And then he smacks her. And then this scene that was completely and totally necessary plays. I am really mad about this scene.
You know.
Oh, she gets love drunk and smiles, and then suddenly is dressed like Marilyn Monroe.
Whoa.
Both the bold lipstick choice, I mean, really. And
What's the blonde hair and the she wears Marilyn Monroe wears a dress. Harley Quinn is in a pantsuit.
Mhm.
Way to fem it
That's
up.
the only difference.
I mean, let's fem it up for everybody.
What does this scene mean? What does this scene mean? I can only gauge it as a romanticization of the fact she just got smacked because
Yes.
now she's dancing with him. And
Yes.
this is bullshit.
She got smacked and she
Oh.
likes that. That's her key element.
This does not. No. I'm very upset by the scene. Because that romanticization of it makes it seem like she is also going to, be the head over heels for him like she was for the Joker.
Mhm.
That never happens. So the scene was just thrown in here for why? For why?
Don't know.
For what purpose? Just to say, hey, look, girls, it's okay if a man smacks you in the face. I don't understand. Oh, sweet goodbyes.
Oh, then she goes running off because she got called an asshole.
Which, why would that bother her after everything she's done? I don't.
And then so after the 5, 6, 7, 8 possible jump arounds of time, we're
Yeah,
back
we're
to
back to
finally
Police station where the police aren't doing shit.
the president now, finally. Again, she has a non-lethal fun gun,
And
and they are not pulling their weapons
she walks away from them.
and shoots.
She turns her back towards them. You would have been dead. Anyone would have been dead. Harley Quinn or not. That is death. I want to go here. I want to go here where the police station sucks this much.
Right.
Where you can literally do just whatever the fuck you want because no one's going to do shit about it. This is also not how hacking works.
Yes. So she can't figure out how to unlock the gates and all that stuff. So she starts beating it with the weapon, and somehow
It
it
malfunctions the sprinklers,
and
which unlocks the door.
unlocks the door.
No.
But when she's beating it only unlocks the door to the cell that she needs, not all the cells.
Until
The very end,
It malfunctions and
the
they all
water
open.
malfunctions everything.
And then
So-
for some reason, if I remember correctly, the villains are more worried about getting her than they are about running away.
Yes. So they're
Mhm.
this is their get out of jail free card, and they'd much rather kill Harley Quinn.
This is very realistic writing. I I feel like it's because it's a rape metaphor. Like, that's all I get from this director is
all
raping.
guys want to rape Harley Quinn. So take notes, class.
God.
If you're ever breaking into a police jail, just smash the board and it'll eventually unlock all the cells.
Well, then she beats up every one of the prisoners.
Like, it's fucking...
Yes. No,
because it's in the... Because they wanted to do an in the rain action shot.
Yes,
In a
listen,
white t-shirt.
It's
God
a
damn
perfect fight scenario where everyone only comes at her one at a time, because why would you gang rush at one person? Who knows?
Y'all, this movie is sexist. Like, this movie could have been empowering. It's very not. Oh, man.
And somehow pressing up a door against a person incapacitates them so they can't fight anymore.
Oh, no, I cannot move. God damn it. They're in prison. I highly doubt they would be down after one hit.
And then here comes the other bad guys.
Because they can also just walk into a fucking police station
they have real
fully
weapons.
armed.
With fully automatic death weapons.
Because Harley Quinn already took care of all of the police in Gotham City
They
before
all
she
ran
entered
away.
there. Nobody radioed in or anything. And
No.
No. They don't want to radio in. They're going to get killed.
So she runs into this
what seems to be the lead of the
the
abduction
whole
squad.
gang, and then Harley Quinn runs up there, and she's
Who are you guys?
and she goes up against fully automatic weapons.
Fully automatic weapons literally spraying the place, and none of them hit anyone.
No, you got bullet spray
And she's
just going right
using-
across them.
she's just using the shit that's in there as weapons.
And somehow she finds a bat, and now she's just going to kick another 12.
They're not shooting. Like, I don't.
No, yes. As soon as she grabs the bat, everybody stops
They
shooting.
are literally like 2 fucking feet from her. Like, they got this close to her and decided to not shoot. Like
I doubt they have enough loyalty to each other to not shoot each other just to shoot her.
no,
To
they
get the
would.
kid because it's $500,000. Oh, now she gets high.
This is so fucking stupid. This is not how any of this would be set up. I don't. Oh man, I am on cocaine. I can do anything. I mean, that's what most cocaine users will tell you what it feels like. But if you've
Absolutely.
ever watched anyone on cocaine, they're sloppy as fuck. So.
But nope, not her. She's gonna kick some more ass.
And then all 3 villains are complete dumbasses and emptied their clips into a pallet of cocaine while no one was in the way.
Not that it would rip through the cocaine and plastic wrap to get to a person. No.
Not that you
No.
just walk to the motherfucker that doesn't have a gun and shoot them.
You know. And there's that leg breaking scene. The director really fucking likes to make legs bow that way.
Yeah.
They have a problem. My special fetish is when legs bow the opposite way of the knee.
They only want to shoot their guns when they're very close
They're
to
right
Harley
next
Quinn,
to her.
within
Where she
batting
can-
range.
Knock it down and... Oh, and then the kid suddenly has to help, and the kid is clumsy. The kid doesn't understand. And instead of doing anything with the lighter, it's just, okay.
Sets the guy's beard on. Is that how that
That's
works?
not how
Yeah.
Beard's light on
I
fire.
don't think that's how Beard's light on fire.
He had a lot of product in that beard.
so much product. It's crazy.
Managed to shoot the guy in the back without shooting the kid in the head. I'm almost impressed. But Hollywood magic.
In the back, I thought she got a headshot, and the bullet didn't go completely through the skull in order to not hit the kid who was on the shoulder.
Well, he fell like he was hit in the back, so...
Badass.
Then suddenly the cop is here. No context as to how she got there. No context as to how she knows they're there
Just
specifically.
stand there and wait for the thing to hit her in the head.
For Harley Quinn to fucking flip kick it into her head, because this is the worst cop in Gotham, but since it's the best cop in Gotham, and she's doing this.
Harley Quinn already knows that flip kick would work because she learned earlier that she could pick up a trash bag, throw it at the cop, and not get shot.
Mind you, this cop is the best cop in Gotham, and that just tells you a lot about the others.
So here we are again, where the cop is trying to shoot at the person driving down the road with innocent people.
And then suddenly this bitch notices that this is Harley Quinn
around them
that wants her for a bounty, and they use an art reference for this, which I'm particularly peeved about, because that's a pretty in my opinion impactful feminist painting that they just shat all over.
Absolutely. But let's talk about the 5-second fuse on that bomb they threw out the window and somehow still blew up the car that was driving the same speed as them. What happened to the 5-second fuse? All of a sudden, it just... How did it stick with the car? It's like a little stick of dynamite. How did it stay with the car? I don't know.
Because the directors are bad. And then Harley Quinn has enough time to just pull over so she can mom lecture the kid.
Why not? She can flip kick a phone into a cop's head.
Fuck.
And not get shot. She literally just took out a police station and then bad guys that came into police station. Without a scratch, mind you.
And the kid admits that this is the first time she swallowed a piece of jewelry.
Right. Let's talk about how it's taken Harley Quinn like 5 minutes to understand the kid swallowed the shit.
And then she buys, so that's why I redact my statement that this might be the first piece of jewelry this kid ever eats. Because as we see in this scene, they are buying, a bunch of laxatives, like enough laxatives to put you in the hospital if you drink that much laxatives. And this kid still does not shit until the very end of the movie. This entire time in these fearful situations.
Be fair. That fucking diamond was huge, and that damn thing is gonna hurt.
The diamond was not that big, and yes, it would hurt, but like...
It was pretty big.
Listen, you're not going to feel it when you have your entire colon literally just going... So...
I don't know.
If they shove those 3 bottles of laxatives down that kid's throat, it's just a fountain at this point.
Yeah, there is no digestive system there anymore. It's just the colon cleansing.
Yeah, but it's still got to go through.
Not for 6 fucking hours.
No. I'm not talking. But the diamond has to go through the digestive system, even if everything's liquidy. It's not.
Yes, that's fair. It would hurt a bit, just a little. She would realistically need to get her stomach pumped if it couldn't fit. Man, that kid's dead. Oh God.
But knowing the end of this movie,
it could have ended here.
None of this makes any sense.
Oh my God. So the scene's coming up, Harley Quinn just hangs out with this kid for hours on end, and it's supposed to show Harley Quinn growing fond of her, and with the entire story that is built so far, literally everyone and their mother is after Harley Quinn. Do they just suck that much? Or...
Right, but here's the thing. Harley Quinn's not stupid.
But they play her like she's stupid. Yeah. That's why I'm like, what the fuck?
No, she's not stupid. But let's also point out the fact that she was depressed on an alcoholic and drug binge, and then all of a sudden she almost dies, and then now needs not a drug or an alcoholic drink, and is completely functioning.
Totally okay. Totally functioning. She's been awake for 5 hours after a binge. No hangover. I want that superpower.
She runs through the grocery store stealing the food, and somehow they ended up in bags.
Listen, don't talk about that.
Oh, the dog who's seen as an angel and spoiler alert, sells her out later. I mean, if you haven't seen it and you're listening to this, like I said
sells
before,
her
you're
ass
stupid.
out pretty quick.
He's an angel because he's blunt. He
Yeah. He's something.
Ready?
Yeah.
And now we see Harley Quinn walking into her house with a bag of dog food. Blow something up, shoot someone, because these are all normal things that normal people do. We have a train ambience in the background.
Yeah, I know, right?
Choo-choo. The kid likes the
that's
trap
right.
house.
She still has a hyena in a bathtub.
Yes.
Because why would the hyena try to go anywhere?
That entire relevant scene that we haven't seen at any point until just now. This is good. This is some good petting on the CGI hyena. I mean, talking to the taxidermied beaver.
You know, it's all normal stuff.
So we get to the point where Harley Quinn is smart but not stupid, and she's talking to the taxidermied beaver, and I feel like that is a point of insanity that you pass, that you cannot function. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is ableist. I don't know, but I'm not buying it. I'm fucking 14. Of course I don't know who that is. Harley Quinn, not everything is about you.
Right?
In the movie called Birds of Prey, the only relevant character is Harley Quinn.
And the only one that calls her out on what he really like is the 14-year-old girl. Because she explains him, describes him to the 14-year-old girl, and her simple statement is, he's a dick. He sounds like a dick.
Because, you know, after years of abuse, that's all you need to hear. Sounds like a dick from a 14-year-old.
I mean...
That got me out of my abusive relationships.
Yes, indeed.
Carry around a 14-year-old.
Fucking
Just
A.
carry around a 14-year-old. Switch them out.
Hey, here's this mystery character again. This mystery character talking to the doc. And then somehow she knows the language that he speaks.
Oh, of course. Why not?
Because better.
She was taken as a kid and trained by ninjas.
Wasn't the dude that trained her a white dude?
But ninjas.
Fuck. That's right. Okay, so here's the backstory. We get to see it. That's a white dude. The Mafia Don. He would speak Italian, if anything.
He's like Sicily or something like that, because...
How does she know Chinese or whatever? That's probably not Chinese,
She's
but
an assassin. So she's brought back home to her family, who's about to get slaughtered. Because remember, this is the family that had the diamond.
Well, let's talk about how the Mafia Don doesn't have any protection.
because his boys got it.
One dude
Yeah.
with
His boys got
three people that have weapons somehow takes them all out.
And all of them die except for
The one. Which is not convincing because if you are a part of a mafia,
so that one
and
of
you take home a
one of
victim.
the rival mafia guys sees her living, takes pity on her, hides her, and takes her to his family in another country in Sicily.
And nobody from the other mafia would know that.
No. And
No, never.
basically,
Again.
They didn't
raise her to
find
be an
out.
assassin. Yes.
Yes, ninjas. See?
You did not take the enemy and raise them into a totally a ninja assassin. This is not what happened. I feel like, wouldn't she have been groomed into not wanting to kill them?
No, because this person probably didn't want to be there in the first place. He was just he was just paid to be there.
Okay.
So
No, that was his cousins or some crap.
Yeah,
The
wouldn't
one
she have been
hitman
groomed
person.
and not?
I don't know that she goes and kills that one hitman person. She kills everybody else.
Yes, in a funny sitcom scene and her talking to herself in the mirror. Because that's what you're thinking about is your presentation of how you're going to introduce yourself when you're
Yeah.
murdering people.
Yeah.
This is what you think about.
That's what Batman did.
Fuck.
You think he just popped off at one point and was like, I'm Batman? No.
Yes.
No, he was in front of the
Oh
mirror
my god.
testing it out.
Oh no, it's this scene. Oh no. Is this the scene?
yes.
Oh, fucking. Okay, so he's told some bad news and he flips the fuck out. And so the writer and director thought it would be appropriate to take it out on a complete and total stranger.
So he thinks that she's laughing at him, but she's not. She's just a loud ass laugher. And so he
And he is so
Yeah.
psycho that he's not going to listen to the explanation and instead sexually assaults her when she gets on the table. And this scene could have been, you could have not done this scene and still got your point across about him.
yes.
So you do not have to show sexual assault to imply sexual assault. This scene was fucked up.
I mean, that's what the directors have done the whole time. You get the whole gang rapey thing against Harley Quinn.
And now he's taking it out on someone else.
Yeah, now
Because he's got that I can do whatever I want complex.
Right. The being able to sexually assault someone is okay in this universe, and being
Yeah.
slapped across the face is giving Harley Quinn orgasms pretty much.
Making her date cut the dress off of her. She's literally begging for him not to do it, but he's kind of forced to do it.
And then she just, sentimental crying, but nobody in here stopped this from happening. It's two dudes doing this. They don't look very strong. I'm pretty sure a whole club of people could take both of them. So I really don't see what's so intimidating about that one in Psycho, because while they cut off faces, they're still not that physically empty and could be easily taken by, groves of people. But everyone just sits back and lets it happen. And she's still wearing the shirt. She didn't go home.
Does anybody
She didn't
change?
change.
Does anybody change clothes in this movie?
No, everything's filmed in one day.
We have this actress. I think her and the other dude are only in here for reasons to get the movie to sell more, because I only know her as Tiger Mom. I don't know the other dude's name, and they're all comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know why
Yeah,
this is
they
also
are.
being
But-
filmed as a serious movie.
Right, but they basically say you're crazy, you've lost your mind, you've overstepped, so give me your badge and your gun.
After all the stuff that's happened,
Right.
now is the...
Yeah. You just got infiltrated by one fucking person in your police department, and you think it's time to tell cops to turn in your badge and gun and go take a hike?
Yeah, I mean... They're hanging out. They're painting nails.
They being Harley Quinn and the little thief that swallowed the diamond.
And then someone knows that the police know that Harley Quinn is in this apartment. And doesn't this scene end in explosions?
Probably.
I don't think
Yeah, because
the police are setting this. No, okay, it's this guy. This guy in the truck. Doesn't know his name. The grievance is that she wouldn't give him dick. I hate this movie so much. God. So that's what does the explosion.
Yes.
And then we are led to believe that the cheetah is dead. Goodbye, hyena.
the hyena. Let's also go with the fact that the bomb went off and the cops stopped knocking on the door and just kind of ran away again.
You know,
Those are the kind of cops I want to protect me.
worst cops ever. Oh, fuck, explosions. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, at least they're realistic.
Yeah, run away very fast.
This
Yeah,
is the
'cause
job of
look,
the SWAT team.
they ran so far away, she goes out the front door that they were banging on to get in.
You know, it's fine. And then she finds out Doc sold her out because he's packing. I don't.
Kind of sold her out, kind of didn't. I mean, the cops did run away.
I'm sorry, Lotus Flower. Too many people offering me too much money after he was painted as an angel. I guess this is highlighting her gullibilness. I hate this movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Harley Quinn can be written as crazy and also a bad bitch without doing what they're doing in this movie.
Yes.
You would think, but
They're not doing a good job. Solemn
So
tears.
it's been
Solemn
solid-
tears.
Yeah, it's been literally.
The director just has a fetish for seeing women cry, and that's the only thing I've learned so far.
Well, right, but like the kid still hasn't shit.
You know? All of that laxative, and this kid's got some serious digestive issues.
don't worry about that.
She's got like a license plate down there, like,
You know, who knows what this person's swallowing? She's a little thing.
fuck.
All the important stuff is in her guts.
I own this town. You'll have my protection. So she decided to call the main bad guy. And because of the one person selling her out, she decides it's now time to turn the kid in.
Because if someone's gonna sell her out, she might as well turn around and sell out.
Because fuck it. What is all of the character development I went through so far? Who
Yeah.
cares?
We'll just rewind all that.
Means dick. I'd much rather be a sellout.
Let's get you somewhere safe while I sell you. I do like his wall decor. I am into the villain's wall decor. It's weird. It would be more appreciative if I knew it wasn't rapey, but it's kind of misogynistic in a way. That one chick's face is all covered up.
It's completely rapey. What are you talking about?
See under, this movie would be hotter if it was consensual. Oh yeah, I lost my job as a cop, so I'm just gonna drink. This director really likes to put women at their rock bottom and have them just get fucked up.
So who is the director?
I don't know. Hold on.
I want to know who the writers and directors of this is.
You know, those people.
Sure.
So they're driving to go pick up the girl, and the informant has decided to leave the phone out for everyone to see and gets caught.
Because there are not settings on phones that literally say hide what the text is.
There's not a fucking pocket in your pants
You know?
to keep your little informant phone in at all
No, this is one of the
times.
most realistic parts of this movie. Women don't have pockets.
And they're dumb.
Ah!
That's all the director is portraying. Women are dumb, cryy,
They're emotional
drunks.
They can still be badass through all this, but my opinions for them are already very low. Fuck.
And then somehow the bad guy has to have some kind of psychotic breakdown in order to put the mask on.
Oh, no, honey. So the, director of this movie's name is Kathy Yan. The director's a woman.
Oh, that's
Who are the writers?
Well, that doesn't bode well for me.
That's unfortunate. So
It's also a woman!
Jesus, Harley Quinn thinks it's best to duct tape the little kid to the fucking toilet, and that's gonna make the little kid shit.
She's just gonna leave her in there until the bad guy gets there, because who gives a shit, right?
At this point, it's almost like the writer and director don't follow DC Comics.
They probably do not. But regardless, that still doesn't excuse this writing. I mean, fucking... They just reinforced every, negative stereotype and trope about women.
Cop somehow gets to that place before the other two and is now drunk fighting Harley Quinn.
Yes.
I mean, and that's a good idea. Not to mention, she sobers up pretty damn quick.
No hangover, no nothing. She doesn't need water. She doesn't get sick. She doesn't need to throw up. At one point, she puts on a fucking corset. All the Hollywood magic in this movie is great. Where'd she pull those handcuffs from? We'll never know.
Don't worry about it.
We'll never know.
They were up her sleeve.
Oh, and then we had to make sure we added a tit punching motif, of course.
Of course.
What's a feminist movie without getting punched in the tit?
I'm just waiting for the crotch kick at this point. Kick him in the tank. Let's see it.
And then somehow she's got the cop cuffed. Oh, and then there's that flip kick again.
No.
Oh my god. So, of course, he passes out. Somehow sobers up. We'll see during the scene. That was also insanely written because drugs don't work that way.
So you have writers directors that don't understand drugs and how they're used and how users use them, and they don't understand. They didn't read a damn comic.
They don't know how. What's the word I'm looking for? The one that puts you under. Tranquilizers work. They don't know how tranquilizers work.
What? Any drug, really?
And, I mean, the size of that dart compared to the little blow tube that person had doesn't seem likely that he'd be able to blow that thing across the room and specifically hit a person in the neck.
No, he's showing off his scars because the director and the writer have really weird fetishes.
Pretty much. Women need to be crying.
God. I want to know what the thought process behind this was. This could have been a good feminist movie. Was this obscured by other people from an outside source, or was this 110% them? Because this is phenomenally bad. Then all of a sudden, this entire thing, the one that wants to do the cutting open is telling someone else to do the cutting open for him. And they're teasing it like they're actually going to show this on camera when this movie has not been gory this entire time.
Right. But now, at this moment, now it's time to bring Saw into Birds of Prey.
And you can 110% get your limb function back after being tranquilized in 5 minutes. Here we go.
Don't worry about that. I told you.
Didn't even fall asleep once. again, conveniently in the right place at the right time. I mean, always.
And
Perfect.
then
writing.
they kill Zaz. Is that kill Zaz or?
I don't remember. I think he's dead.
So
If he's not dead, I'm going to be really
she keeps
uncomfortable.
stabbing him with the tranquilizer. And the detective crawls back through the window because, yeah.
It's like the director and the writer got together and were just like, what would be funny? And then they tried to do that. And then it's just not funny either. So this movie makes me cry. This movie makes me cry because I wanted a redemption arc for Harley Quinn. I needed a good feminist movie that actually showed women that they could get out of and recover from their abusive relationships. But here we are.
You get what you get.
All of a sudden, the 14-year-old's a bad bitch and everyone's scared of her, which is not... Doesn't matter if this 14-year-old's holding a gun. Nobody is going to cower like that to a 14-year-old. I just...
No, no.
The Huntress has literally killed 5 grown men. Just a terrible person, I guess, and she's able to just wipe that off of her plate. Like, after this, after all of this, the child still goes with her like it's a good idea. And
Why not?
I hate this movie so much. I expected good things. Oh, and then suddenly we can get the gun away from the 14-year-old. Because that kid wasn't monkey gripping it earlier. I mean, just... Didn't try that later. I just... Yep. And this is so comical that she drops her weapon during a heated guns pointing at her thing. I just... Wow. Wow. Wow.
You know,
Wow. Wow.
we're just reminiscing in the past right now.
Because that's okay. I mean, right now, when weapons are pointed everywhere. And then we actually get to the name of the movie, which is now all the birds of prey are here. And now
Not
they have
quite
to...
yet. Not quite yet. There's one more scene coming up.
We still got that one.
Oh, sorry, Phoebe.
Diamond is the only chance of stopping him. Don't they kill him at the end of the movie?
Pretty sure, yeah.
So no, the Diamond is not the only chance of stopping him. Getting him in jail or murdering him also works. Not
Options.
not stealing his millions of dollars. I don't think he really gives a shit about that if he's just openly murdering people. But okay.
Options. You
You know.
don't want to limit yourself to a couple things.
Money over life, I guess. His half of his... Clearly, this Diamond being missing has not stopped him from doing anything so far.
Mm-mm.
And then Harley Quinn makes a heartwarming speech about everyone needing to work together to save this little girl. He's after all of us.
There's no one that's going to make it out of here.
We're gonna have to work together because y'all were doing so great at it earlier. I mean, I guess it would make sense. They all had firearms pointed at each other and nobody wanted to kill each other then, and I guess none of them really want to kill the little girl. This could have been empowering, but what happens next?
Well, I mean...
Oh, man. Opens the... So, they open the drawer to where all the weapons should be, and from what we're supposed to gather is that this is supposed to be the Joker's area, and yet she's still able to waltz right in, and he's not occupying it. So where did he go?
You know, he took off completely. Maybe he went to a different city or something.
I don't think... I think this is his domain. She's just the Harley Quinn, if we're going off of that trope as we have been for the whole fucking movie. I don't think he would just take his firearms and leave Gotham.
Maybe he's having a breakdown too.
I've funded you, I've protected you. Oh my god.
Yes.
$500,000 to bring the little girl alive. I don't know why. Out of all of the conscious things this villain could do, rape people, sexually assault them in public, but no, do not murder a child.
No, absolutely not.
Cut people's faces off.
Yes. Do not murder that child, though.
Yes, playing up the angry woman thing and the belittling others. Fantastic. This is great. Class A feminist movie.
Only happens here.
Oh my fucking god.
Because this is how a group of women act when they are in a group together.
This is some white girl ass shit.
That's how we act. There's a person of color up in there.
That doesn't matter.
So, acting just like the crazy ass white woman shit. So, no.
So the director is an Asian woman, and the writer is, hold on, let me... her name is Christina Hodson.
Oh, is
And
it
yeah,
the fun time?
she is a...
It's the fun time.
She appears to be a white woman.
It's the clown house scene now,
You love this scene, right?
where none of the enemies can understand how the floor is moving and can't keep traction, but all of the birds of prey, quote unquote, have zero problems with this
And the
area.
only reasoning is because women are badass. And
That's right. It only makes sense.
But they're not badass until this last scene here.
No, they suck throughout this entire fucking movie. Until all of a sudden, no, Harley Quinn was painted as a badass. It's just highly unrealistic.
Well, no, crazy.
Ditzy.
Yeah.
All the things that women are, right?
Depressed, upset, angry.
Impulse control out of the window, all those things.
So the kid's supposed to be taken alive, but these crazy asses are trying to kill her as well.
Yeah, they're just swinging because, you know,
There's big
fuck that
ass,
$500,000.
Yeah, I mean, I want that room where there's big ass hands that they can just like, you know.
That is the second time this little girl has been in her crossfire and not felt anything.
You know,
I do not think they are that good of shots.
they are. Do you not?
Oh, look! The purple car that was relevant in the one scene is now relevant again. Because mementos.
Yes.
And instead of just shooting him with a crossbow...
She's never been there a day in her life, and she knows how that shit works.
Yep.
Fuck!
I mean, that goes for all of them. Look, all of the birds of prey move around like they've been practicing at this place like it's their dojo for years.
You know.
Look, Harley Quinn's so confident she threw on fucking roller skates.
Yeah, you have to remember though, this is Harley Quinn's domain though. She actually knows this place and knows what everything because she stayed there with the Joker.
Still not convinced the Joker is not here in his own house, but
well, he has multiple houses and stuff. That's just, I guess, a playroom that he had with Harley Quinn. I don't know. Oh, gotta throw out that need a hair tie.
I got one.
I got one.
because
And she's got to put her hair up.
that's when they're worried about that is, when they're actively being murdered, but,
That's what I'd worry about, my hair.
oh man, fuck, I can't see through all this hair, even though this person is pointing a deadly weapon at me. This is what I'm worried about right now.
Yeah, I need to fix it real quick. Time out, guys.
Time out. Let's take a minute.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Oh my god.
Yes, and that always works for me too. I always run up on someone and fake like I'm going to hit them in the face, and they cover their face, and then I sit there and I make a funny face about it, and then I punch them in the balls, and they never move from their hands from their face. That always works for me.
Yeah.
All right, so the fun scene's over, and they walk out to.
All of a sudden, they're friends. They're talking about their plans, and then the cop gets shot, and then suddenly we care about cops.
What happened to all the
So they
dudes
go
in the
back
funhouse? Are they just
inside.
all
They're
knocked out?
all fucking dead.
Right, they go back inside the cave. The little girl gets kidnapped.
Because after all of that time and that entirely wasted scene, we
Yeah.
couldn't do that sooner.
But the cop put the bulletproof.
This cop has a pendant for just changing whenever the fuck she wants.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck it, time for a costume change.
Just one bullet. Told her to go after the kid.
We see the one power that the Black Canary has. A drawn out scene.
So that the killers or the bad guy can get away.
Not that they couldn't have just cut screen edited to it like they did the others. But, it's dramatic right now. We gotta keep the tension going.
So she sings a high note and it
knocks everyone
everybody
down.
out.
It knocks literally everyone down.
Well, why couldn't she have done that when inside the deal?
So, no, and then we see in this scene that it also knocks the dude in the black mask down.
Yeah.
Why didn't anyone fucking kill him?
But then she passes out.
There are two other fucking people there.
Oh, skating time. So she can skate that fast on those skates.
She can also get thrown at full fucking force into the side of a van and survive without any fucking broken ribs.
Well, that's those chemicals that she's going to.
The Canary, instead of, murdering the dude that is causing all the bullshit, decides to get on their bike.
Yeah.
Give Harley Quinn a ride.
Yeah.
Because... Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes, we have to make sure we highlight that there are homeless people in New York.
Yes.
Thanks.
And,
In
and those,
Gotham.
and those skates,
okay.
those skates though,
My bad.
they hold up really well.
Heck yeah.
The skates didn't rubber burn or anything. Those are industrial fucking skates. I want a pair.
The streets are paved good and flat with no cracks. or anything.
Perfect.
So you
100.
We're gonna knock
You can
everyone out
get-
in the car,
you can get going that fast.
and the car,
God.
the driver's not swerving all over the road.
Not swerving all over the road. She's not getting tossed, even though she has more than half her mid up and could absolutely get thrown if they're actually going that
Right.
fast. But it's Hollywood magic. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
fine. That works.
Look at them
This
gears.
is fine.
Right off,
The
and,
bearings
yeah.
on those skates are amazing.
That car just
Yeah.
immediately explodes when it hits the other car. Because fuck it, why not? I want to make movies. I should be able to make movies. Look at this shit.
They're gonna whip her around, but she's got a wreck.
Yeah, you gotta wreck a motorcycle. Because the motorcycle all of a sudden can't go faster than this old ass car.
Wow.
It caught up to it really quick, but it just can't go past it.
So, did they reuse a mask in that scene? I'm gonna have to go back because I swear to God, when she screamed, someone in his mask was tossed up in the air.
Everyone that was there was wearing a mask.
I know.
So it could have been just somebody
A
in a
double
white mask.
Yeah.
Now we're back flipping it up. I mean,
Because that's her signature move. It's just kick flips. You gotta show them legs. We gotta show that every single woman can just be that industriously flexible.
yep.
That's what womanhood is. Welcome to it. Just leave the dude and the kid in there to fucking die, I guess.
Dude here.
Oh, man.
No scrapes on the arms.
No.
Nothing.
Just jump from a 50-mile-an-hour.
She's gonna walk the entire way
Will's
too.
still good.
Only socks.
She's got a little bit of a limp, but none of the clothes are ripped or torn.
No major injuries or anything.
Concrete burns,
Those are
nothing.
industrial clothes.
Oh, fucking.
I want some clothes like that.
Seriously, me too. I'm seriously surprised how those necklaces haven't just fucked her up yet. I mean, that's metal. That can be pulled, that can be tugged, that can be burnt.
That's true.
Love the dramatic, didn't we? No, you didn't. Y'all talked for 2 seconds at a club, and you slapped her face. That's about the extent of your relationship. God damn it! God.
The slapping of the face was like the marriage proposal.
Fuck.
Oh, now he's telling her that she can't stand on her own. And
Suddenly
that she needs him.
Is he mansplaining? He's mansplaining.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yes.
mean, why not?
He's mansplaining Harley Quinn's true role.
God damn it. And she responds to this like this is accurate. Fuck!
You know?
Just like Mr. J. So was that smack? That's it. They're in a relationship now because
Yes.
I need that to be said.
Yes.
Again, the kid is right in the line of fire.
Don't worry about it.
They don't even look out to see if they're gonna hit the kid or not before they shoot.
It doesn't matter. The kid's bulletproof. You didn't know.
Oh.
But the kid still has his shit.
I know! I would probably shoot if I was being fired at, you know?
Don't worry about that. This is some fucking
Oh my
grade
God.
A constipation happening right now.
No, she had a change of heart, even though she tried to sell the kid out. This is not.
This is how.
This is really bad writing.
This is reality. I'm sorry you can't handle it.
And he finds out that he sees the grenade thing on the little girl. Instead of
She throws
He
him
lets
off
go
the
of
pier
him?
and he explodes.
Yes. So the little girl has a grenade, pops the pin, puts it in the pocket of the dude,
Without him knowing.
and instead of just holding on the little girl and blowing her ass up with him, he
Shoves her out of the way.
jazz fingers and freaks out and dies. Wonderful.
convenient plot points.
Show up.
Suddenly they're all there. She got
Everybody's
shot in the
there.
chest and was down. That one got
No.
fucking road burned.
Because that brassiere that she was wearing was a bulletproof vest as
Doesn't
well.
matter. That shit still hurts. Fuck. That's at least a broken rib or 2 or 5. I mean.
Sarcasm. So now they're all friends and having margaritas in the morning.
The exact same kind of margaritas from the other place, just
So,
now in a high-end place. And
No
not
one
the street.
slept in at least 3 days, and everybody's still fully functional,
Yeah.
including the kid.
It's fine. It's fine.
Nobody's changed clothes. They got a reek.
She
like
got
something
shit
crazy.
now.
And the burrito is the punchline because Mexican food pooping, I'm so upset.
And then they make a crack at, I've given her laxative, fruit juice, yada yada. The kid's got a stomach of steel because she didn't shit.
They don't know how biology works. I'll bring the colander. Poop humor.
Oh, on the chest.
Ew.
What?
Stop being fucking
So
gross.
then they start talking about protecting the city.
all together, and they don't know.
Yeah, they all want to be vigilantes now. Or anti-superheroes.
Anti-heroes. Anti-heroes is the hero that is not the traditional hero.
And then Harley Quinn and the girl
Steal the car.
steals the car and
Right.
drives away.
Oh my god. Yes, you are a dick after all that.
Yes, because this part here, Harley Quinn drives off with the kid, right?
Yeah.
So she had the kid already. Could have just kept the kid and took off. So half of
No.
this movie didn't need to happen.
No. She had to try to sell the kid out and then the kid not actually get kidnapped for her to suddenly decide that she really, truly, for sure likes the kid.
Oh, jeez.
So the cops getting her stuff and leaving. And then now, the three of them are vigilantes and call themselves the Birds of Prey. So Harley Quinn's not part of the Birds of Prey at all.
In this movie.
In this movie. Mhm. They forget the part where Harley Quinn was only really bad because she was taking orders from the Joker, and that kind of peeves me. Because I know Ivy has a heart of gold. She literally just wants to make sure the planet is doing well, and Gotham City is not like that. And, you know, Harley Quinn has fucking Stockholm Syndrome. And in the universe that they get together, it makes sense. It just makes sense. And then here's this totally want to be feminist, but completely and not. And it's almost anti-feminist movie where...
It could have been done so much better.
Oh my
So
god.
much better.
All of that character development. The almost 2 hours of character development, and we're back at the fucking sandwich.
Pretty much.
Told you the sandwich was,
For nothing. Nothing. Horrible.
Oh.
Just horrible.
I am so mad at this movie because it could have been good.
Mm.
And it could have been good as just like a, I don't know, social ethics point of view. But it was terrible. And it did nothing good for the female character.
Nothing.
Fuck.
Well, Jammers, that's the end of the movie. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought. We'll see you again next time. Jam with you later. Bye.